Guys, it is Scott the Steamroller Steen with winnersandwhiners.com. It is Sunday, the 30th of June. Let's talk a little Major League Baseball. But before we do, if you guys just take a deep breath and then just click that like button, hit the thumbs up. I appreciate the effort, of course. Do check out the winnersandwhiners.com website, the preeminent site in the world for predictive sports analysis. Every game, every day, previews, picks, and predictions for free. So make sure you check that out, winnersandwhiners.com. Grab yourself some premium plays while you're there. If you want the link to my premium packages, I do have it in the description of today's video, so check that out if you would like. And last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell, get notified every time we put up brand new content, not just from me, but from our other great video handicappers as well. Of course, drop your plays in the comment section. Let me know what you're on today. What are you hitting? What are you missing? And what do you think of the play that I have put out for today? All right, so with that being said, let's get right to it, shall we? First of all, a little recap from yesterday, as we did have the Chicago Cubs, Milwaukee Brewers under 8.5, and we got there by the hair of our chinny chin. And but we'll take it. And then for our underdog play, we did have the Washington Nationals plus 120 against Tampa Bay. And Savali actually pitched okay, gave up just 2 runs, but we were able to get the Tampa Bay bullpen to shit the bed, and the Nationals came away with a nice 8-1 winner. So yeah, we'll take those 2 wins as the Brewers, the Nats, and the Cubs mascots all celebrate. It's still a work in progress. While on the St. Louis side, the Cardinals, not so much, as the Cardinals did not do a good job, and so we go 2-1 on the deep 3. But you know what? We've said it before. We'll say it again. We'll take 2-1 every 3 games we bet, unless we're laying minus 200, which of course we were not. So on to bigger and better things, and that is today's action. We're taking a look at the San Diego Padres and the Boston Red Sox. This is going to be played at Fenway Park in the early window. So if you're going to bet it early. Bet it early, because it's kind of what is it? I think it's a 1:30 game Eastern time. So yeah, plan accordingly. San Diego minus 104, a bit of a favorite here. Boston minus 111, or excuse me, the other way around. Boston a bit of a favorite, minus 111. It's going to be Matt Waldron. I was going to say Snuffy Waldron. So shout out if you actually know who that is. Against Josh Winkowski for the Boston Bean Eaters. If you're a regular to this space, I'm sure all of you are. I'm a big fan of Matt Waldron. Since May 11th, when he began to use his knuckleballer a little bit more. He uses it about 35% of the time right now. Since May 11th, he has an ERA of 1.95 and a whip of .92 in 9 starts. Not too shabby at all. He's going length. He's not walking guys. Pitching deep in the game. He's gone to the 6th inning, into the 6th inning in 8 of those 9 games. And he hasn't given up more than 2 runs in any of those 9 starts. Now, bad news, Padres are just 6-3 in those 9 starts. How could that be, you might ask? Is the bullpen shitting the bed? No, not really. The offense is. In the 3 losses in that 9-game stretch, the Padres have scored a grand total of 2 runs. That's right. 1 shutout, 2 1-run. That's right. That's what they did. So why am I not worried about that happening today? Well, meet Boston starter Josh Winkowski. He's mainly been used as a reliever in his career, but he wanted to pitch out of the rotation. They wanted to pitch out of the rotation this season. Tried to make it in spring training, did not, was relegated to the bullpen as they broke camp. Eventually got to the starting rotation, made 2 late starts in April, 1 in early May. Pitched well, right at a 2.0 ERA in those 3 starts. Just pitching 3 innings-ish. I think he went 3 1/3 in one of them. But he was rewarded by being sent down to the minors, to AAA, I'm assuming, which is still Pawtucket. And he just got called back up last week. He made an appearance against the Blue Jays in a game that was already over. The Blue Jays scored 9 early runs, and he pitched very well. He pitched 6 innings in relief and gave up just 2 runs, 6 hits, and 2 walks in those 6 innings. Problem is, he has a couple pitches that he insists on throwing that don't do well against lefties. This is especially true of his changeup. He throws his changeup at about 91 miles an hour. There's only about 5.5 miles per hour of difference, and it's flat. It kind of resembles his sinker. So lefties tend to do pretty darn well against that pitch in particular. And while the Jays trotted out the powerhouse left-handed triumvirate of Kevin Kiermaier, Spencer Horwitz, and Addison Barger, Padres got a little more for him. You know, those 3 guys, not exactly the 27 Yankees there for the Blue Jays. Padres, they really have 5-ish, 4 to 5 high-quality left-handed hitters, and they absolutely destroy right-handed pitching. They're hitting 276 on the season versus 231 against lefties, and they slash 774 against left-handers, against right-handers, as opposed to 669 against left-handers. So 45 points better in average and 105 points better in OPS. That is a significant difference. You know what? Winkowski's going to win some games. No question about it. He's got good stuff. He's got a couple pitches that really do well against righties. But he's going to win those games. He's going to be much more competitive against teams like Toronto. But when he squares off against teams with a bunch of good left-handed hitter like the Padres, it's going to be a different story. And I think that's what we're going to get here tonight. Give me my boy, Matt Waldron, at a nice price, minus 104. We'll do it. San Diego, minus 104 against the Boston Red Sox. And at the end of that game, you guys can join me as we pick up our winning tickets and head back to the window. All right, you guys have a terrific Sunday. Let's go out there and clean the boards. What do you say? No losses today, all right? You guys take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.